Hey, welcome to the Porch Bois podcast. I am, of course, your extremely intelligent, very sexy, and super charming host, John. And alongside these other, I don't know, retards. I don't have another special adjective for this evening, but they are here nonetheless. We've got Seawall, and we've got the Mijjt. What's up, guys?
Well, we're both here, that's for sure. Thank you for that, very flattering description and the
Yes,
stunning
absolutely.
introduction. Great
Anytime,
to
man.
cold open.
I put a lot of thought into these before I do them. I make sure I practice in the mirror for at least 20 minutes before.
Wow, it takes you 20 minutes to come up with that?
Yeah, well, listen, it's not as easy as you think. It takes a special skill.
Yeah. I mean, you could have come with a better word than what was the word you used that was so forgettable I forgot it already.
Pretty sure I called you guys retards. So that might be why you
Yeah, I
forgot.
mean, you could have spiced up. You could use the term peon or peasant.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you guys could be peasants.
I've expressed my willingness to be a peasant in the past. Like, I was just thinking about this on the John this on the toilet this morning. Pardon my
Right, because you
horrible.
were not on me at any point.
That's
Also,
right.
let the
No,
record show. At
but
no
as I
point
was
was midget on
taking a
me.
shit this morning, I was wondering, like, I would unironically prefer feudal serfdom to like living in society today. And I
Is there
think
Yeah,
much of a
why?
difference?
Why would I be okay with that? And I think there's all kinds of reasons why. But like, yeah, I was actually thinking about this
I
earlier
don't know about a
today.
serf though. Like, I don't know about a serf. I think being a freeman would be better than being a serf.
You
A
know,
Because
burger,
those are basically the two lowest forms of like non-nobility.
medieval
Are like
society,
the
yeah,
serfs are slightly lower than like a regular peasant. They're
freeman or
basically
tradesman or burger,
hmm.
right.
townsman, yeah.
Well, also, I mean, if you're a free man that's got a little bit of extra income, you could always, make an arrangement with the local noble that if there's ever a problem, you and your family be let into the castle.
Well, yeah, so that was the difference, right?
Yeah.
Was serfs didn't own the land that they were on.
Yeah.
They farmed mostly for the lord that they were serving and had to do like a side little yard garden for themselves. Whereas if you owned land and you were a freeman, you had to still pay your taxes to the lord and your tithes to the church, but you get to keep the rest as profit. You didn't really have that as a
Better.
serf.
You're right,
So,
that is better.
but the difference is though that if you're a serf, the uh, the nobleman is obligated to protect you. So if the lands get raided, he has to take you into the castle. Like it's just kind of the arrangement that you
Yep.
have. Whereas if you're a freeman,
And
you
that's
don't have
one of
that
the
obligation.
that is one of the like benefits of medieval serfdom is like, yeah, okay, you're tied to the land, but like that means you're an essential part of the land and the Lord has obligations to you as part of the land because not only are they obligated that you be, protected, dutiful, and bountiful, but also he has duties like out of what you can produce to give to, the regent.
Right.
And it's on him to govern well and maintain order and peace and like goodwill.
You better hope he does.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to, like, for
right.
sure, but you can always appeal to, other nobles or the regent and, like,
Um. I don't know about
to
all
a
that.
degree. Yeah. To a degree. Yeah.
I mean, you would probably most likely complain to your local priest, who would then complain to the Lord, or then complain to the bishop or something like
Yeah, the
that.
bishop
Yeah. And
and,
then the bishop has the ear of the regent. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't just go straight to like I'm going over your head.
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
like
That you don't do that shit. No, that's right. There are chains. That's what I'm saying, though. I like the chains of not command, but like duty
hierarchy.
and responsibility and like mutual like responsibility. like arrangement of power.
A
I dig
quest.
it.
Your stronghold is in New York City. We are never going there.
Yeah.
At least not as peasants and plebs to hide. No, no.
I was
If
gonna say, at
anything,
least
we're
not on
going there on the
purpose.
back of fucking half tracks to clean up.
Yeah, I'm not going there on purpose for any reason.
Not even to clean it up.
No, I didn't make that mess. Why do I gotta clean it up?
Yeah, why would we?
So that we can then claim the land for our usage.
What land? It's buildings and shit,
They still have function. They still have purpose.
I guess. I mean, I think if anything, we go there to extract quest.
Yeah. Operate. The quest we accept is quest extract quest fanning, and fan. Just right up in half tracks on his street, kick the door down, grab him, throw him in the back, drive off.
I don't know, dude. He's right in the thick of it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we could get to him. He's gonna have to hold out as long as he can until the mutant zombie degenerates cannibalize each other. Eat
Yeah.
each other's ass to death.
I mean, I could learn how to fly a helicopter.
I was gonna say a helicopter is probably the best option. So none of us have to touch our feet on the
Yeah.
ground in New York.
We just throw down a cable and winch him up. Well, his family first, of course.
Well, then
Naturally.
he can't bring him any of his ample supplies. We would have to yeah, I might recommend a feat of engineering, like combat engineering, like big cement walls going up, one bit at a time through, down the city streets directly to him, and then we can defend that little area as we extract, or through the armored vehicle.
Yeah. It'd be easier to make a barricade out of just existing vehicles in the area so we're not wasting supplies. Because concrete takes time to set. You know that.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
It would be a fight.
Yeah.
Like I said, he'll have to hold out on his own for some indeterminate time.
But we will come, Quest. We will come and we will get you out.
Hell yeah.
Even if it is a desperate helo extraction.
Yep. Oh god, yeah, I saw videos of that Quest.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh god, so
Mutant zombie degenerates have started already.
yeah.
Hold on, Quest. We'll think of something.
Well, we also got High Leaf out there in Ohio, so even though it's a place that doesn't exist,
even if it's like a Black Hawk Down scenario,
yeah,
we'll figure something.
I mean, we could just start blasting gospel music. That might get them to fall back.
That's fair. That could probably work, unless they're on ecstasy, and they're just gonna start dancing.
Right.
Well, then you play the bluegrass.
Oh, they'll dance even more.
Well, if it's the shit at the front of our show, it will definitely drive them away.
That guy can play banjo, man. He's all right.
Yeah.
Well, definitely the shit at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're into EDM, then it's like, okay, well, they're here for it.
I guess that makes sense to somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you boys ready for memes?
Oh, for sure.
Always.
Okay.
Oh no! Why would you say such a horrible thing, my little brother? I want to be a racist when I grow up. My mom. Oh my god. My sister. Oh my god, how can he say such a thing? Me, who told him that car racers are called racists.
That's so good.
So,
hey,
Mijjt, was that you?
Here, what's up? Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Mijjt, was that you back in the day?
We would do stuff like that. Yeah, not that specifically, but close.
So, well. Now, scooting along to Stone Toss, we don't know how he keeps doing it, man.
Oh man, I don't know how he does it. He just fucking keeps managing to nail it.
Nail meat head.
Well, too edgy for you, conservative. I like the addition of the bulge.
I like the
Nice.
yeah. I'm not gonna say that
Nice.
again. But like, yeah, the bulge was a choice that was made.
Yeah.
Oh look, Dave Chappelle. Shrimp. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that guy. It's so edgy and not funny, and he invalidates trans people's lives and stuff. That's great. It's so simple. 3 fucking panels. It works good, man.
Yeah.
3 fucking panels. What
Yeah.
is that? What is that? 5, 7, 8, 9 fucking words
Yeah,
and a sound effect. Like,
Yeah. 9 words, a sound effect. You know,
Dude.
his web address, but that doesn't count.
no, that doesn't
Dude.
count.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just, I mean, mwah, like, kiss your fingers and like,
Chef's kiss.
it's
Mwah.
for real. I don't know. It's so simple. It's a good format. It works really well. He's got it, man. He's
Yeah.
got it.
yeah, he does. He completely understands how this works.
Oh look, Dave Chappelle.
Well, you know, the conservative. He's not even taking notice of this weird person. He's like, whatever. Oh, it's
Yeah,
Dave
you
Chappelle.
wouldn't even have to know
Yeah.
that like they actually canceled a show of his the day before he made this comic. Like,
Yeah.
this is just funny by itself. It's timeless. Like,
Yeah.
you get it. Like, yeah, man.
So, well, Stone Toss did it again. He predicted the future.
Oh, we got another one, huh?
Abstract. Recently, the Lancet published a study on the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccines and the waning of immunity with time. The study showed that immune function among vaccinated individuals 8 months after the administration of 2 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine were lower than
among the unvaccinated individuals.
This is us.
Lower. El Recitas.
This is
Rest
us.
in peace.
Yep. And as predicted,
I'm vaxxed. You're endangering me.
Actually, I got the natural immunization. Did you?
No.
Excuse me.
Pardon me while I distance myself from you.
Yeah.
Mud blood.
Tainted blood. Scooting along.
Well, yeah, what was that, like fucking 12 months prior? Almost as though people have been saying that for a long fucking time.
Okay.
Safe and effective, you guys.
Just a general word of warning if you look at medical history. Just in general, whenever they've rushed something, there's always been an unintended consequence. Always.
Well, there's no sense in looking back on it. No refunds after all.
Yep, they've almost turned a lot of people's health into a subscription service. Good job. The party of healthcare is a human right.
If you wish to seek a refund, go to www.pfizer.com/refunds.
Yep.
All right, shall we move on?
Yep. There we go.
Ha!
Oh my god.
Yeah, it started with Sticks.
So, let's start with the Sticks tweet. The reason the legacy media spends every day ranting about the toothless joke January 6th hoax committee is because they cannot talk about crime, the border, foreign policy, the economy, or really anything else without implicating their chosen neocon lib partners. And P. Schumacher, whose name echoes,
don't even need to check the early life section.
Let's talk about this extremism. Make no mistake. Just from your backward abortion rulings, women, girls, and families will suffer from the injustice of Republicans from healthcare, economic, and privacy standpoints.
Miss Schumacher, Sticks is a hardcore pro-choice, by the way.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Like, I don't know how far he goes, but I think it's even beyond, Europe.
I look forward to the young, flat-top gentleman helping people.
Yeah.
He looks like a strapping young lad. He'll go far.
Yes.
Carrying her uncle's baby will die in childbirth. Well, I suppose that's a shame. Good thing she's got a bigger brother and a mother who is sure to pump out more kids.
Right. And they don't look especially old, the
Hello,
parents.
fellow extremist Republicans. What evil shall we
It's
commit
funny.
today to harm women and minorities?
Right. I wonder, like, it's so funny. I didn't know that this was actually posted by like a serious person. I thought this
Yeah.
was on like the Left Can't Meme or some shit.
No, this is a
But
left can't meme.
This is real life in the wild. Left can't meme
Yeah.
in the
you don't see
wild.
them in the wild as often. At least not the ones this
Yeah.
really
Right.
bad.
I mean,
You'll see some boomer tier ones, but
Yeah.
especially Trump.
absolutely.
They love.
I
Okay.
realized that, like, in this leftist meme, the woman doesn't get her own caption.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's not allowed to speak. She's a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
She's not even worth
Yeah.
looking at or thinking about. Good for
Or
her.
choose, apparently. She doesn't get choose.
Yeah.
That's right. And I think that's a big fucking point to emphasize.
Yep.
Yeah, good for her. All right, shall
Yeah.
we? Well, is there anything else to this one? X out of the picture here.
Not particularly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dear God, your
your
bio.
Dear God, your ignorance of who I am and my views. Lol.
Yeah, it's true.
Hold
So
on.
let's read her bio.
Yeah, doing
Proud resistor.
naturally.
American flag, blue heart, blue wave.
Blue wave. Political junkie.
Yeah, totally.
Hashtag vote blue. MAGAs hate my bio. LGBTQ rights. Gun
they don't-
reform. Black Lives Matter. Save our planet. It's like a fucking shill.
Yep.
And a look at me, pick me ass bitch. A pick me ass shill, like a wannabe shill.
Yeah,
She wishes she was verified. She's
wishes
trying
she
to
was
get.
getting that Soros money.
Yeah.
That's right. She's just she's.
Also, what
doing
is
it
the
for free.
sunflower and the broken heart meme?
I'm
meme?
pretty sure sunflower is like Ukraine related,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
and
know
the
about the
broken
broken
heart, I'm sure,
Sad
like
about
because
Ukraine?
Biden's not doing enough to pump funny money into their money laundering sink, and fucking sending enough weapons to satisfy
The problem Ukraine is having is not enough weapons.
the
They don't
wealthy
have enough
fucking
men.
weapons executives that she gets to blow job make a living to get her way to that fucking verified check mark that she wants so badly after the fucking all of the icons she can add behind her fucking name and bio.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
Slight issue with the whole Ukraine thing.
All right,
Ukraine
can
is
we
losing-
move on though?
Okay. Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, we should move on. We got a lot.
This one is the left can't meme.
BLM is based, but BLM is a Marxist organization. You don't want to be associated with commies, do you? Wait, it's Marxist? That makes BLM even more based. This must be us, you guys. This must be us.
This is totally me right now. I also like how the black dude has blue eyes. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Huge blue eyes.
Yeah. And I think this was actually the original meme they stole this from.
Nice.
When you see the biscuits and Popeye.
Damn. Them shits is fresh.
Them shits is good too, though.
They are fucking good.
Shit.
Ooh, I like this one right here. Right-winger, designer, political cartoonist. My pronouns are...
He's echoing it around the Twitter sphere.
Now moving on. We need a Karen voice.
In the name of public safe public safety, because I need attention. I removed the weapon from the abandoned, unlocked vehicle on the side of the road and secured it in at National Butterflies, where hashtag Texas, hashtag National Guard was able to reclaim it. The idiots didn't even realize it was missing until they returned to the truck. Hashtag OLF.
Okay. I
That's
know
a
you
pretty
guys
nice
aren't a
fucking
fan of
rig right
the
there.
concept of felonies, but would you mind humoring me as we go down the list?
That's a pretty nice rig right there, I gotta say.
Well, remember, this is military grade, aka lowest
Well, I
bidder.
like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it's pretty like it's pretty bare bones. It's nice, dude. It's
Oh, yeah,
Kino.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a decent optic on that on the top of it. It's got the irons there. Nice, man. I mean, yeah, for real.
Yeah.
That's a
But-
good fucking find.
But here's the thing. Let's go over the felonies she committed.
Do we have to?
Theft of a firearm, theft of government property, possession of a machine gun without a permit, possession of an unpermitted
Like,
short-barreled
that should be a
rifle.
that should be a law, right? That should be a law.
Look, I'm not a fan of those laws. I think if you want to own a machine gun with a 2-inch barrel, be my fucking guest. Just don't be an idiot with it.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, the only thing she's guilty of is being based.
I mean, she did.
She's a
gun out of a fucking vehicle.
Yeah, out of
Have
a
you
National Guard
done
vehicle.
that?
Right,
Have you done your
can't say
part?
that I have.
Right.
Oh, I know who
mean,
this woman
I'm
is.
recruiting this Mariana Wright to our team. Executive Director, National Butterfly Center. All right, yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah, you can save all the butterflies in the apocalypse.
Yeah, but she's
Like-
also very pro illegal immigration. In
We can
that
say
she was one of the first suits to Bannon's quote unquote wall scam, and I believe she also bought land on the Texas border to specifically prevent any construction.
we can fix her.
I
There
don't
is no
know
fixing
if
that.
Yeah,
She can be
probably
fixed.
beyond fixing.
John, you're looking at a
She's too
burned out
old to
husk
have
of a
kids.
vehicle that's been cut into 4 pieces.
She's too old to have kids. Too
Yeah.
old to fix.
Yeah, but she's really good at stealing guns from the National Guard. That's useful.
Yeah, that's useful
Well,
for sure.
well,
That's
even
why
even a
she's
even a
useful
blind squirrel occasionally finds a nut.
I suppose.
But can you guys tell me the difference between these two pictures?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
honestly-
pretty sure that's a different weather lady. Am I
Obviously, the
face?
bottom
Am I
one's
face
much harder.
blind? Yeah, it's a different one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Different facial structures, different.
Am I face blind? Am I losing my mind?
I think this one's a touch older than this one. Hard to tell.
I don't know. You know those Germans.
Hmm.
They all look the same.
Yeah. Just like all the Irish.
Nah, they don't look the same. They're very diverse.
Ha, they are now.
They
These
are.
days. Recently. Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. They sure fucking are, aren't they, John?
They are, yeah.
So, yeah. So, scooting along to the next one.
Enriched. They're deeply enriched.
That's right.
Oh, this image.
Exploitable.
These two.
Oh, exploitable.
It was exploited as well.
But this was not the real image. Once they figured out what was Photoshopped, they were able to fix it to the original.
That must be
Just
the original.
Yep,
Just close your eyes.
this is the
Joe,
original.
and you get
It'll be
all
okay.
the ice
You'll
cream you
be
want.
flying, Joe.
Well, it'll be all over soon.
And then from our good buddy Arvolt,
Nice.
Bloodsport.
That was a good
Yeah.
movie.
That was a good meme right there. I
Yeah.
dig it. It's a pretty simple edit.
Yeah,
But,
just
you know,
spend a little bit
we
of time
get
and
it.
cut out all the background, and then just plop them wherever.
Right. I mean, it's fairly. I mean, you're not drawing MS Paint over them or anything,
No.
changing their outfits or their hair color or whatever.
Right.
Making them look like
I have to agree with
cartoons.
Quest. He does look more handsome than John.
I
Yes.
suppose. That's a matter of personal opinion.
That's right.
And then, I
Yeah,
love this one.
this does not look more handsome than me. That's not the case.
Now say your pronouns and describe what you're wearing in detail right in front of them. Did you see?
I imagine that whole weird thing though was really for like the record.
Yeah. Why would she describe her clothes for the record?
Because it's on
Um,
film.
yeah, because there might be blind people watching Seawall.
And well,
Yeah,
there's also like
insensitive.
everyone's wearing masks and it's on film, it's being videotaped. So like you really can't see her mouth moving and it's gonna be subtitled, so yeah, it's for the record.
It's still
It's
stupid.
for the record. It's kind of goofy. It's goofy. I mean, do you really think this woman is embarrassed though? Like
No.
by anything?
If there was Chinese characters written on that piece of paper in front of her, she'd read them out perfectly.
Well, I'm sure, but I doubt she
Or
feels any
Russian,
public
or
embarrassment for
Hebrew,
anything.
or whatever the fuck they speak in Ethiopia. Ethiopian?
Well, you know how the golem works, right? The golem of Prague. The rabbi fed the golem scrolls, so like basically feeds him words, and that casts the magic spell of activation. The command is written on the scroll and it's put in the golem's mouth, right? So it's basically force fed this command to the golem.
Okay.
It's acted out by the golem of Prague to, that's how the magic worked in the story of the golem.
I mean, whatever you're doing in your D&D group is fine, dude. But like we're talking about, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I've never heard that before. That's interesting.
Interesting parable.
Yep.
It
Well,
is.
scooting along to the next one. Well, we've got
Risk of getting monkeypox.
Yep.
Monkeypox.
Yep, this was
That's
the
what I'm gonna
original,
call it.
but Arvolt gave us a high definition upscale.
Very nice.
It's much better.
High
Yeah.
definition upscale. Yeah, this is at a much higher resolution.
Yep.
Get much finer detail here, where you have a greater degree of gradation, really.
Yeah.
It's a finer gradation. Like you get who's that in the center? That's that fucking Isolab, right?
Dave Rubin.
Ruben, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
He's okay, pretty milquetoast overall.
I mean, you have a moderate risk of getting monkeypox.
Wasn't he like the gay turned straight, or who am I thinking
No.
of?
Some shit like that, right?
He's a gay conservative at this point. A gay conservative.
Right.
Kind of
So he's like
interviewer.
rated a 5. He's moderate risk of monkeypox.
Yep.
Then you've got Butt
Butt
Judge because he's fucking married, right?
Yep.
His kids got a moderate risk of monkeypox.
That's true.
And then you've got Dr. Richard Levine, the esteemed whatever fucking head of health.
Head of-
Something is
The head of the trans department, I believe.
On the floor and I can't
Department of Trans. Making sure all the trans run on time.
And then 10, I've got no idea what the fuck that is.
That's
that energy secretary faggot. The one
Yeah.
who wears
Oh,
a dress
yeah.
and likes dog people.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's a
That
step
one.
aside, gents. Give me a
No problem. We'll move on while you're away. And we found what monkeypox really is. They shouldn't have shot Harambe. That's where this timeline went wrong, John.
Yeah, I know that's where it all started.
Yeah.
That's where this whole timeline started.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, dicks out, boys. Or Harambe.
Apparently, we're getting some breaking news that DOJ is investigating Trump. I don't know for what.
That's not
And Jan
breaking.
6 criminal probe? Really?
That was from earlier today, yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently it hit about an hour ago. And I'm like,
Oh, I guess it's
what are they going to
confirmed
charge him
or
with? Because incitement is really fucking hard to get on that for what he said.
I'll get him for faggotry, just general buggery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, he's one of the most investigated men on the planet at this point. They had something, they would have gotten him by now. You know that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Because again, if they get him, look, let's say they get Trump on that, and it's going to smell of bullshit. They've just opened the door for Maxine Waters to go to jail for
No, they haven't.
what was that?
No, they haven't. Like, I'm sorry, but she's a made man. She's not going to jail.
Yeah, but
like,
if a new
out there, not
family
her.
takes power, doesn't matter if you're a made man if a new family's in charge.
I still doubt it because when Trump was president, nothing happened to Hillary. Even though he was saying you'd be in jail if I was president, right? Obviously, that was
Well, also remember
uh,
he got surrounded
campaign.
by controlled op real quick.
Yeah, but still, I'm just saying,
And they
nothing's
slowed him
gonna happen.
down. But the thing is, I think they burned a lot of political capital. And one thing you should never do: get Trump angry with you, because he holds a grudge like no one else.
Sure, it doesn't mean he's gonna
Yeah.
have them go to jail,
Yeah.
or do anything where they're not gonna go to jail, especially with the FBI's against him. They're all establishment.
Yeah, and he's
and
talking about
everything.
throwing out at least 50,000 people if he gets back in.
I mean,
And if he
who knows?
fires, most of the FBI, and then hires a bunch of new people that are all, more Trumpian,
Doubt it.
purge the system.
I doubt it.
So
He said he was gonna do that last time.
again, he got surrounded by. Again, he was also politically young and naive at the time. Got surrounded by establishment. That slowed him down.
I don't know, dude. I just don't share your optimism, I guess.
So here we go. I like this one.
There's a demographic niche of extreme degenerates catching and spreading monkeypox seem to have more close contact with 0 to 9-year-old children than 18 to 29-year-old adult females. Interesting. I wonder why that would be.
Yep.
Big
Oh
thing,
look,
boys.
I got back at a really great time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. I love journalists on Twitter. I love Twitter journalists. They gather facts and they report them.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Going to give us a great alternate measurement of a rate of sexual molestation. It looks like statistically for every 50 sexual partners a gay man has, one is a child. Oh man. If you have a look, thank you to our esteemed journalist Golden Iberian.
Mm-hmm.
They have more close contact with under 10 kids than young ladies. Yeah, indeed. They aren't paying the young ladies any attention, let me tell you.
Yep. So
Well, that would be odd coincidences all over the place.
It's so weird, these things that you notice when you look at statistics and you start exploring like the basis of knowledge. It's fantastic. Thank you for this little exercise here, Seawall. It's almost as though there's a slippery slope to, of degeneracy to, ultimate doom.
yep. So scooting along.
Yeah.
Nice simple one.
Why doesn't who is the fucking Grim Reaper supposed to embody here?
The government, effectively.
That's your opinion. The thing is, it doesn't have a label. It's up to interpretation. I guess that's the nature of art, right? It's better left that way, isn't it? Because you can be like, oh, you can think to yourself. It makes you mindful of oh, who do I know that this describes? Who could I, in my own mind, graft upon the villain of the comic, the one who's, going around very, very politely murdering everyone. Well, I mean, that's great, isn't it? You can to Seawall, it's the government because he loves government, and to John, it's like it might be something else. To me, it's gonna be ideological extremists of the leftist persuasion.
No, dude, it's definitely global homo, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there
yeah.
you
I think
go.
we all agree,
See?
global homo.
There you are.
I just say that government is kind of the very quick proxy I can point at.
I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, that's confusing. All right, going ahead anyway.
New study just dropped, boys.
Oh, this is a fire ass study right here, lads. It just dropped. This shit is bussin'. For real, for real. No cap. This shit on point, on God. BMI go up exponentially in relation to the number of pronouns.
Well, see, I think there's an obvious correlation here, right? Like when they get bigger, or when they get more pronouns, they need to get bigger so they have somewhere to hold them. I mean, it's got to happen. It's just natural.
That's a good theory. It's a good postulation right there.
Very solid hypothesis.
They have to embody those pronouns. They have to live that experience, and that
Literally
takes girth.
embody.
That's right. Yeah, that takes girth. That takes volume.
Well, next meme, I guess, from our good friend Britt.
Hooray, Brit! Recession, vaccine, mandate, woman, war, autonomy. All these words are apparently magic and can change meaning at the whims of the user. No, not quite, Brit. I like it, but Twitter doesn't have an edit button. It's at the whims of those who control us. It's literally at their whim, though. You're right about that. There is no defining principle to it. It is absolutely whimsical and changes with whatever their fucking Kabbalistic, predilections require. What is a recession from the White House? Gaslighting from the White House. While some maintain, as in most experts and the general layman, that 2 consecutive quarters of falling real GDP constitute a recession, that is neither the official definition or the way economists evaluate the state of the business cycle. Plebs. Fuck you for believing your eyes and your wallets and feeling
And what
the
historically
fucking
they've
crunch,
declared recessions as.
right? And the historic precedent and all of the other indicators,
Yep.
right? No,
But consumer confidence is up, and the labor market looks good.
No, it looks decent, and the inflation is transitory for the last 8 months. And it's unlikely that unlikely that the decline in GDP in the first quarter of this year, even if followed by another, even if, the numbers that we saw today were negative, then it's just cope. And cope and cope and cope. Boy, this is like gaslighting from the fucking executive. This is insane. Like, why do people put up with this? How is this okay with the people who voted for it and like it? And what is the excuse?
They don't know better.
They must not. I can't imagine anyone knowing better and being okay with being gaslit like this.
Well, remember, what was it? What was it, the kulaks? They were the class traders, even though they were what was keeping everyone fed. And when they got rid of the kulaks, took their land away and food. Oh, the kulaks must be sabotaging it.
Yeah, of course.
No, Seawall, that didn't happen, but they also deserved it, and it was good.
That's right, and it was a good thing. It would have been a good thing if it had happened, but it didn't. All right, shall we move on to a classic Slavic third place Olympics finisher? He's totally there. He showed up. He's authenticating the metal. He's kissing the fuck out of the metal presenter chick and like, yeah, I'm Slavic. And everyone's like, okay, he's in third place. That's all right. At least he's stoked to be here. Gas went down 65 cents after going up $3. Yeah, hooray. We did something good. We have a victory. We showed up today. That's what you call a podium finish.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But besides the meme, it's funny. I'm gonna bring up Twitter real quick, because I've been on there quite a bit today.
You
And
don't
for a
say.
while, I don't know if it still is, but for a while, hashtag gas so low or gas is so low was trending. People were talking about like, gas is so low, you guys. Like, look how low it is now, you guys. Seriously.
Fantastic. Gas
Yeah, it
is
was
so
crazy.
low. Holy shit. It went below $4. Can you believe it?
Dude, best recovery ever.
Best build back better ever.
Of
I hope we do it again, only this time better.
course.
Even
Oh,
harder.
damn. Ed's calling me out.
You did change, didn't you? You can.
I did, yeah.
Yep,
It's
so,
noticeable.
I will, yeah, and I will not expand on that.
so moving on.
No, I was just outside for a minute.
My IQ is about 140. I have law degrees from Yale and a master's degree from Harvard. 2 bachelor's degrees. You? Then subcanarchist. I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda. I have over 300 confirmed kills.
That's right, bitch. And I'm gonna bring it down on you with all the fury.
And then there's Jay.
I forget how the rest of it goes.
I'm a
Ed
member
has
of
made
Mensa,
the,
and I have a skyrocketing IQ. I have degrees in engineering and mathematics. I'm also a writer for natural sciences, technical documents, nonfiction, religion, music, and software. I am probably the smartest person you'll ever tweet with.
I mean, that's all true, though.
Yeah,
None of that is a lie.
Ed's a smart guy.
And he does those things for a living. Yes.
All those
he's
things.
Fucking into engineering. He does. Yep.
So,
Who's that down there? Witchy chick. Is that just more tweets? That's not
More tweets,
replies.
yeah. Yep,
Alright,
she's
'cause
being
Ed
Ethel.
got no replies on his fucking
And
tweet.
give him a like, man. What the hell? You've used his material. I guess not. It's a copy pasta, but still.
Yeah, I gave him a pity like, okay?
Yeah, you got a like. There you go, Ed. Who was the other like? Let's see. Oh, I wonder if it was Ed. Ed liked his own tweet. Okay, he did not. Good.
White girl problems.
Right girl problems.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, good job, Ed, not liking your own tweets. Proud of you.
Yeah, dude, don't bump your own threads.
Yeah, that's fucking lame.
Ed Form.
So, here's the next one.
Having kids is super expensive, and you'll barely have any time for yourselves. Overpopulation is a serious issue. You're wasting resources to satisfy primitive urges. Stop being happy.
Yeah, it's about right. I'm
Seething.
miserable, so everyone else must be.
That's right.
Also, question, Soy Jack. You do realize that the crap you consume is also satisfying primitive urges, right? And these people are just actually probably using less than you per person.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Per person.
Yeah.
But there's way more of them than him.
Yeah.
Ha.
And yet he is a
Let's
genetic
hope
dead
so.
end, and they will
Let's
inherit
hope
the
so.
earth.
Yeah, let's hope there are more of those on the right than those on the left.
Yep. So, scooting along.
Fucking soy jacks.
And final meme from Mr. Zed.
Yes, the very, very small Zedman tonight.
Yep.
The most powerful piece of political art I have ever seen. You got
Google,
on
Facebook,
the-
Twitter,
Yeah,
covering her mouth.
Big tech censoring her and Democrats holding her back.
That's right.
Yep. Now onto some pretty strong copium.
Medical grade copium.
Bro, this is the experimental shit.
Oh, okay. 1 second, dude. Let me pull this up and I'll read this. Let me pull this up and I'll read this shit because there's some segments of it that I fucking liked. All right, because this motherfucker right here, god damn. All right, so I like it. I like it. I like it. Where's the part that's good? Vaccines against other infections are given in multiple doses. 5 doses for diphtheria, 4 doses for HIV and shit. Polio, hepatitis. In adulthood, many of these need boosters. Why do we need boosters? The primary series of vaccine kickstarts the immune response by engaging lymphocytes, like blood cells that detect specific features of the pathogen they number and become instructed to eliminate the pathogen. Most of these cells disappear over time, except a small subset of cells that are kept in the body for future use. What is wrong with these memory cells that are created by the vaccine there, Seawall?
They're highly specialized against a specific variant, and because there's so many of them, the body shuts down other production,
Oh, I see.
thus weakening the immune system overall.
But these are the ones responsible for long-lasting immunity against a given pathogen.
Yes.
These are the important ones.
Yes.
Are you saying that like they're tainted and the variants that are produced and stored are actually like harmful to the body?
In high enough amounts, given enough time.
COVID vaccines need booster doses for same reasons. We need to educate, maintain, and improve T and B cell responses to prevent severe disease.
We need to. We need to.
Or it's an attempt to try to cover up a mistake. Or, make your health a subscription service.
So they throw a bunch of fucking bullshit numbers at people. Yeah, 2 or more booster doses.
However, the third booster dose restored vaccine effectiveness to 81%. Safe and effective. Booster-induced immune protection wanes within 4 to 6 months.
That is an extremely short amount of time for a vaccine, by the way. I think the normal shortest one is like tetanus at 10 years.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah, that you need to get a shot every decade or so for tetanus, which is one of the great killers of humanity.
Fucking crazy, man. Yeah.
This one is,
like
you have to get one every 6 months.
Yeah,
potentially.
fuck that. Somebody's just trying to make money.
Exactly.
Pfizer.
Moderna.
Right. Ultimately, we need booster strategies that can be more easily implemented worldwide and have higher acceptance and uptake rates to provide much needed immune protection for everyone. Over-the-counter nasal spray booster. Oh my god, it is like a subscription service. Get your monthly nasal spray booster. It's over the counter. Paid for by your government. Oh no, we don't want to have to throw them all away. Get 2. Get double boosted. Triple boosted. I'm thankful for being boosted.
Oh my god, yeah. God damn.
Fuck, I hate this club.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah, please.
So more salt and cope.
Yeah,
this
is
one's
much
straight from one of the richest vein supplies, Reddit.
our politics in particular.
Yeah.
It's for news and discussion about U.S. politics. No politics, please.
How in God's name are the Democrats still losing? Even after Jan 6 hearings in a row, headlines in the last 2 months should give Democrats a fighting chance in the midterms. Do they know how to win? Do you want the answer there, buddy? Chad, no.
They know how to win.
And then they fucking link to a Salon article. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, well,
As
naturally.
though the Salon
Yeah.
has, the great intellectual leaders to, forge them a victory. Right? Salon.com. That's where you can find those great thinkers.
Go to Middle America and see how much gets through the Fox News Facebook bubble. Then ask them about inflation.
Scroll down a bit. There you go.
Edit. To be clear, this isn't a knock on Middle America. I didn't mean to be offensive to anyone because I'm such a soy-based cup. And I like my karma. Please updoot. My point is that inflation is a massive problem and easily drowns out the other major threats to our democracy. Our democracy.
Oh my God.
Particularly when your main sources of news are Fox, Facebook, and other right-wing
Facebook
media.
is right-wing media now? Really?
No, it's just an
least when the
example
boomers
of
go.
a main source of news for boomers.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
love it.
Boomer cons definitely go to Facebook.
And they're
far
saying
more
that
than-
the right goes through great lengths to maintain double turn themselves. Have you talked to
Yeah.
your mods
That
recently?
projection.
He says from Reddit.
Yeah.
For instance, my parents are very much in the Fox News bubble, and I hate them.
Well, yeah.
But even that is miraculously nowhere to be seen for the first time in months on the days that the January 6th hearings are going on. Not suspicious at all.
Jan 6 was a moderate riot. Calm down.
It was, that meme with the outside
guilty.
table with the chair fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One chair
I
fell over.
still can't talk to my family on my father's side. Absolutely scared baboons that for sure put on a front and act tough. Facebook didn't help reconnect either, as most of their posts are about Obama being the Antichrist. And that black people should not kill each other if they want help. My God.
Yeah, the nerve.
The nerve of them
2020
saying,
was
hey, of noticing, where the most deaths are and giving constructive advice.
Probably why they're forcing births now. They have no family left to drive away.
Wow.
Yippee 1, 2, 3.
Okay, if you guys are from the Midwest, I have a feeling that they probably got 2 to 3 kids. I think you drove them away.
Yeah. Trust me, I know the feeling, dude. Holy shit. It's absolutely you.
And the right-wing inflation propaganda is leaking through pretty badly at this point. It's the classic issue. People are hurting the GOP offers an easy answer that can't actually work if you actually stop and think about it. Ha!
Oh
More
my
projection.
God.
So we stopped spending
A
money
fucking
and we
projection.
massively increased the the mortgage rate or the interest rate. That stops inflation in its tracks in 2 seconds. It's gonna suck
More important is
economically, and we'll probably see a decline in economics for 3 or 4 years, but we'll stabilize.
I think the more important thing is the projection, the very clear projection that's happening here.
Yeah.
Like the GOP offers an easy answer that can't actually work if you actually stop and think about it.
This is
Like-
projection in 4K.
Yeah.
Like,
Right? Like as
No,
if,
this is 8K, man. This is the
Democrats want to be
experimental
exact-
8K broadcast.
it's like as if the Democrats don't do the exact same thing. Like they're just two sides of the same coin, man. They're both fucking you. It's like, which dick do you prefer? That's the only choice you really get.
I like the blue dick. No, I like the red dick.
Right.
I like it in
Stop
my
talking.
ass. I like it in my mouth.
I think we hit the point, though. This is all.
Oh, it's much more than that.
Oh
The
God,
Republicans have systemically, over the past 40 years, brought up all small town papers, local news stations, radio stations, essentially every mode
Oy
of mass communication.
vey.
well, hold on. Who
Wow.
The
controls Facebook,
projection, man,
mainstream
the
media?
projection, the projection, dude. I'm telling you, it's
Who
every
controls
single
social
time.
media, mainstream media?
It's pure cope
Yeah.
They're
projection.
always talking about themselves. Whenever they say you're a piece of shit, the reasons why, they're always talking about themselves. Every single time.
Fascism is fine with me as long as it lowers gas prices. Typical Fox News viewer.
Also, wouldn't that be average Weimar citizen in the 30s?
Pretty much.
You guys do
No, there
realize
was
that
no
economic
reason- there was no
collapse
reason at all
is
for
what
Hitler.
brought a certain mustachioed Austrian to power in Germany in the 30s, right?
Come on, dude. It was for no reason at all. You know,
Yeah, literally no reason whatsoever.
literally no reason. Just racism and bigotry.
Yeah, they were just bad people all
That's
around.
right.
Fun fact:
Every last.
Stalin purged the Jews too.
I mean, once he had used them for what they were good for, which is, fucking subversion.
So here's the next one.
Michigan public school employee who spoke at school board meeting in support of teaching an LGBT curriculum and mocked parents was arrested for allegedly trying to meet a minor for sex.
You don't say.
You think it's a
Reset the clock. Every single time.
Yeah.
Do we get to see him talking about bags and kids?
I'm a resident, townie, taxpayer, vaccinated and functioning, graduate of this high school, class of 1999, proud member of the LGBTQIA community, and an employee of Mount Pleasant Public Schools. Thank you. I really cannot speak any more eloquently than the people who have spoken before me tonight, but what I can say is that for the last 5 years, I have had the profound privilege of working with your students, with your students, with your students. And I can tell you this, they are hungry for knowledge. They are so hungry for knowledge that despite your words, your wishes, your values, they will learn on
Hey, do you guys hear that?
So many of your children are hurting.
You hear that in the background?
Questioning, struggling in this world that we have created. They are simultaneously being taught to celebrate and to hate who they are. I can't deny that. Every day. Ultimately, they will become who they will become with or without us. Give them the chance, the grace, and the support to embrace their own learning. They're going to do it anyway. No matter what you say or do, no matter how many candles you light, no matter how many rallies you hold. With liberty and justice for all.
And now he's probably getting beaten to shit in a jail cell.
We can hope so, I suppose.
Yeah.
The longer people refuse to acknowledge, these people can be extremely dangerous. The more children are going to be abused. This is a high failure, huge failure for children in a million different ways.
Little bonus meme.
George, do you have a source for your claim? No, you can't infer information from a collection of sources that's
imply something. No, your source needs to be approved by me and say exactly what you're saying. Because you can't think for yourself. You got to understand. You got to trust the experts.
Yeah, he's not going to have a fun time in prison.
Oh, yeah.
Now, scooting along. Little update from an old internet character, Gazi Kotso. The guy from those white people owe reparations videos from way back when has just been arrested on charges of sodomy, kidnapping, false imprisonment, and other various charges after a body was discovered in the house of his Black Hammer communist group.
In the house.
Uhuru.
Oh my god.
Aquava,
yeah, this
y'all.
guy. Oh, yeah.
Well, also, he was the one that did the, do you remember the Black Hammer commune idea up in the fucking Rockies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He totally was squatting on someone else's property and never actually, ever.
He basically went full cult leader.
Well, you never go full cult leader.
Yeah.
I'm glad they fucking nailed him, though.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he's a degenerate.
Yeah.
Clearly. That's quite a rap sheet. He'll probably get off on, probation.
No,
I
there's a
don't
dead
know.
body.
He's in Fayetteville.
There's a
he's
dead
in
underage body.
He's in Fayetteville. He's in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, not only that, but the local black separatist gang in the prison, he got another black kid killed who he was sodomizing. There is no group that will take him.
Well, I suppose he can look forward to his stay in Nigger University.
Well, moving along.
Oh my god.
All right, so what is the reply?
Okay. Research suggests that children as young as 2 recognize their trans identity, yet many nurseries and schools teach a binary understanding of pre-assigned gender. From Daniel Hopp. Okay.
LGBTQ inclusive and affirming education is crucial for the well-being of all young people.
Affirming. That's such an important word in their vernacular. Especially when they're talking about gender affirming. They're talking about cutting your dick off. That's just a soft language,
If somebody says that they can fly, you don't take them to high places they can jump off of. You keep them away from it.
Holy shit, dude. This GIF underneath this post is just fucking fascinating.
Oh, dude, it's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps going. Every time you think, okay, it can't possibly go anymore, and then it does.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How do they do that?
It's just layers, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably a super high res image or some sort of image that can kind of quick buffer as you move in.
Yeah, because there's a shitload.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
So, yeah. But let's go along to the next one.
Maybe we have a link to this research,
from Stonewall,
please?
UK. John Money
suggested children might have awareness of and attach some significance to gender as early as 18 months to 2 years, because that's the age at which he convinced the parents of a boy whose fucking procedure was fucked to let him raise the kid as a girl.
Fun fact, both brothers committed suicide in their 30s, I believe.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
No, I think the other kid did it earlier.
This is highly respected science. Look how many fucking references there
Lots
are.
of citations. Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, hold on. Weren't there a lot of citations for things like the miasma theory of disease spread?
Widely agreed that core gender identity is firmly formed by age 3.
Science isn't done by, by consensus. It never has been. And the soft sciences, we need to start consider ignoring because they're soft sciences. We
Yeah.
can't
hate
put a
Wikipedia.
mathematical formula
God, I
to
fucking
prove
hate
them.
Wikipedia. Wikipedia has become cancer. It's become subverted, subsumed.
So,
It has become converged, grabbled, if you will.
well, from the BBC, likely cause of mystery child hepatitis outbreak found.
Oh yeah, what does that cause, Sewell? That likely cause, according to this.
The two teams of researchers from London and Glasgow say infants exposed later than normal because of COVID restrictions missed out on some early immunity to
Adenovirus, which
which-
normally causes colds and stomach
Yes.
upsets. And adeno-associated virus 2, which normally causes no illness and requires a co-infecting helper virus such as adenovirus to replicate.
it's almost like these kids were put in a fucking bubble and their immune systems never developed at the most critical time.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
are they
extremely
also being
protected,
given
it's
like some kind of fucking immunity boosting? I don't know.
Actually, not
injection?
many of them. It turns out
Good.
the vast majority of people are not giving the kids the poke under 5.
Good. Glad to hear that.
There are some that are
Hopefully
doing
somebody
it, but
does.
I know I think it was Scandinavia. They basically said, no vaccine for I think it's under 5 or 6 at all. They don't even offer it.
God, why
UK
would
they
go
recommend
under
against it, I
16?
believe.
Why would they fucking go anywhere under 16? It's so ridiculous.
Well, also, why are we? I'm in the camp of why don't we give this to the high risk population, since the low risk population has such a high chance of survival, like ridiculously high.
Why does Rebecca Cameron McIntosh have 2 last names?
Are they hyphenated?
Hyphenated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the poor kid. Does the
Yeah.
kid have like 3 last names?
No,
Probably. Well, yeah, it's the husband, the mother, and of course the boyfriend.
Right.
That has
He's
last
got to
name.
have all 3 last names.
Yeah,
And the bull.
Right.
yeah, but the fact that this kid needed a liver transplant. He
I
is on
mean-
immunosuppressants for the rest of his life.
Well, you know what? Where we're going, we don't need life.
So, scooting along to Ian Miles Chong.
He's curious if we're allowed to ask any questions about the U.S. recording the first 2 child monkeypox cases. California toddler, and an infant in D.C. Sounds like pizza to me, boys. Likely
cheese.
infected by household contacts, and both had household contact with gay or bisexual men. Wow.
This really gets the almonds activated.
Sure does.
I
Reminds
wonder
me of
what's on there.
pizza.
A
Lots
cheesy
of
pizza?
Well, it sounds like pepperoni pizza.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that
true.
makes sense.
So, next
Sounds
one.
like some pepperoni pizza to me.
Oh, and we're demonetized.
Twitter. See, they like to blame all these other fucking social media platforms, but here's what all my disinformation is really about. It's about fucking deflecting and providing cover for the degenerates themselves, the ones who all agree with one another for the sake of forming a union of like interests, which at its core is about fucking molesting kids and violating other people's rights. I mean, honestly, that's what it's about.
It used to be, I believe it was in the majority of states, the crime of kitty diddling was dealt with by very quick execution.
Well, if I may, let me just read through this briefly because there's a few interesting spots here. For instance, that they point out that it's a movement that appeared on Tumblr. Okay, so this
Yeah.
is old.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is one of the main issues with Twitter is that it fucking absorbed Tumblr. When Tumblr like spilled out of its containment, zone
And
onto the
after
greater
Tumblr banned
internet.
porn as well,
Yeah,
the
and they
refugees.
spilled out of their containment zone and into the wider internet. They congealed around Twitter.
Yeah, that was a terrible mistake that Tumblr made.
Yeah.
Doomed the rest of us.
It did. It was like forging the One Ring. It doomed the rest of us to a hellscape, eternity, future. And like, well, the thing is, those Tumblrinas and Tumblrites ended up, graduating college and taking mid-level management and HR positions in Twitter and then subsuming it entirely, by creating a fucking culture that closely mirrored Twitter and providing cover for minor attracted persons maps. They are seemingly split between pro contact and not pro contact. Boy, I'm split between shooting them in the kneecaps and in the dome right away. I don't know which action to take. I'm not supporting violence. I'm sorry, YouTube, but like whatever. It's a figure of speech.
We can technically advocate for the changing of laws, making diddling of kids capital punishment. We can advocate for that.
Well, how come no one's outraged in the media by this? 2019, the Internet Watch Foundation found that almost 50% of child abuse material it found publicly online came from Twitter.
Yeah, I think there's a lawsuit still ongoing because Twitter refused to take down
That's right.
CP when the mother of the kid was like, hey, this is CP. Here is the actual police report. Twitter's like, no, it doesn't violate our terms of service. The second that occurred, Twitter, the smart move for Twitter should have been they should have immediately handed that situation to their legal department, and their legal department offers the family whatever they goddamn want to go away. But no. The Twitter is literally burning itself down.
No, they just don't care. They just don't care, and they cover for pedophiles and each other, who are pedophiles.
Well, do they not realize that this is one of the few things that will get people to actually, Pikes heads?
I mean, maybe we can advocate for the changing of a law that says everyone who enabled this sort of thing gets their heads on a pike.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting? You guys know about Vlad the Impaler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
very
would,
big on national defense.
He would impale his victims, through the anus, and they would slowly, over time, kind of slide down further and further until their eventual, very painful and excruciating death. Completely irrelevant. I just learned about this and I wanted to share it.
Fascinating history. He was also very big on national defense, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But he was. Just wanted to share, completely unrelated, of course.
Totally not related, right? It's a fascinating, intriguing, really. I'd like to see that happen sometime, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how one person can do that to another. I suppose there are a few things you kind of understand, but I wouldn't be able to name any of those things. Certainly not.
Yeah, certainly not. I can't think of any of them that might be in front of us now.
And in a related story,
what's related to that? Let's see here. Fuck, I'm trying to bring it up. Oh yeah, TikTok moms removing videos of their kids because they are. What did this one lady say? That like one of the videos with her young daughter was like one of the most popular motherfucking ones, and when she looked into why, it was like, I see.
Wow.
Why do you think that if I ever have kids, why do you think I'm never going to post like any images other than the most, oh, here's our Christmas card picture.
Even then,
Yeah.
I don't even post pictures of myself for the most part. Like
And that'll be
Facebook or
posted to
anything.
like a private Facebook that only people I trust have access to.
Yeah, but if
Share it
someone wants
among
to
the
see
friends.
pictures and I know them, I'll send
Yeah.
them pictures.
Yeah.
Like
Pretty much.
like my mom, like she can have pictures of my kid. That's fine,
Yeah.
right? But like most other people, no.
No. Not millions of people.
Certainly
Well,
not.
I mean, I don't see any fucking congressional hearings about this. I don't see any DHS departments being formed about this. I wonder why that is, you guys. Couldn't have anything to do with our leaders being pedophiles and covering for pedophiles and blackmailing each other for favors as a result of them being pedophiles. No, come on. Things don't make more sense when you think of it like that. That's just silly.
Yeah. Well, moving on to the next story. Republicans are increasingly shirking sit-down interviews, barring journalists from 2022 events, and skipping debates. An aversion to media scrutiny could upend how the next presidential cycle is covered. Guys, if you stopped lying about them...
Boy, that sounds like some cope there, Michael
Oh
Collins.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're crying so hard.
Yeah.
Is that some seethe I see as well? Are you dilating?
Did we get Christina Pashaw's response to these articles?
How many sit-down interviews has Joe Biden done this year? And you all keep
Oh, that's not
cheering
the one I
for
was thinking
him.
of.
I don't know.
That's not the one I
You
was thinking
act
of.
like the opposition party complaining when you're treated as such.
No. It was much snappier. It might be in the article. I'm sure it's in the article. Um, oh man, what is it? I don't want to like butcher it. It was brilliant.
Not seeing it.
It's something about like, try crying about it and write the hit piece you were gonna write anyway, or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
like completely called them out. Like, you're gonna
Yeah,
write
exactly.
the hit piece
Look-
anyway, just fucking do it. You don't have
Look,
to come here.
at this point, a lot of these kind of new Republicans that are starting to crop up, they're not talking to you guys because they know they're going to write shit about you, shit about them. So they're just going to let you. So instead, they're not going to give you any ammunition that you can take out of context.
Unfortunately, this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the rise of alternate media.
Yeah.
I don't think these people are really. I mean, Carrie Lake did Timcast. Who else? Like, not a lot of people. Yeah, there are. There's like Newsmax, people going on Newsmax.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are reaching out to like friendly fucking
Yeah,
platforms.
they'll also go to
but they're
Fox,
not
but,
legacy.
Yeah.
They're not legacy.
Occasionally, you'll get them on
platforms
Fox.
Yeah, but they're not legacy platforms for the most part.
Well, Fox is legacy.
They're new age
Yeah.
and alternate media sources, and that takes revenue from the esteemed Mr. Calderon's fucking paycheck.
Yep. So, scooting along to the next one. Only honest
UN
U.S. citizens here.
Yeah, honest U.S. citizen here. I don't get why many people hate Biden. I think he's the best president of the country right now.
No, hang on. I think he's one of the best presidents in the country
In
right
the
now.
country right now. Right, John? He's one of the best presidents in the country right now.
Yeah.
Man.
The phrasing is important.
What a great job he's doing being one of the best presidents in the country right now.
Let's go U.S. We should back him and trust the process. We can do this. Let's go U.S. Or is that us? I don't know. But
U.S.
yeah, it's just like, oh my god, these people are not honest U.S. citizens. These people are bots. These are not real people. These are
Oh,
Russian
they're claiming the left is claiming they're all fake.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
No, I've
Radical
seen them.
leftist.
I literally, anytime, give it less than a minute after a Biden tweet goes out, you will see tons of these.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different, like, it'll be like this script, and there'll be a couple other scripts that they'll use. But you'll see them, like, instantly as soon as he tweets. They're obviously bots. They're waiting for him to tweet so they can do shit like this.
Yep.
And I've seen this one a bunch of times, and I've seen a few other ones. But, like, they're all the same script. They all say I think he's one of the best presidents in the country right now. Just fucking hilarious. Because you know that English isn't their first language, clearly. So there's some shit going on. I don't know what, but hopefully Daddy Elon can figure it out.
So, next one.
Christ is King. Man allegedly vandalized bakery hosting drag show. A 24-year-old man is charged with hate crimes after allegedly vandalizing the bakery and cafe in a suburb of Chicago.
This one,
is King
this one
was just
smells off to me.
one of the many ominous messages left scrawled on the walls of the uprising bakery and cafe.
Oh God.
One night before it planned to hold an evening drag brunch event.
Drag brunch.
Isn't that fantastic? They arrested 24-year-old Collins for allegedly vandalizing the bakery Friday night, smashing several windows, breaking a door, and writing hateful slogans on the bakery's walls, including ones that echoed far-right conspiracy theories labeling LGBTQ people groomers.
Oh, that's
Oh
illegal now.
no! He scrawled the evil G word upon their holy bakery site.
Slur.
And again, why have they not included a picture of this guy?
They did. There's other photos of him. I just pointed to the Vice article because they highlighted that, you know, he exalted Christ as king during his based renegade against degeneracy. This is just the community policing itself. We are responding to violence. Okay? It's just the community responding to violence that's being brought into it against children by outsiders. This is just the community responding to that violence.
But
with
it's also
process.
arguably a violation of the NAP. And if you start expanding the what is a violation
the
of the
NAP
NAP
was violated, dude, if you don't mind. This is the community responding to the violence against children of the fucking bakery. So, I mean, they have every right to peacefully go into the bakery. They have insurance anyway, you guys. They have insurance anyway for this sort of thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that
they'll
only
be
works for
fine.
Russians, they can't. They can't use that. Unfortunately, that'd be great, but they most certainly can't.
Oh, and here's a fun one. Brooklyn pastor says he and his wife were robbed of more than $1 million in jewelry while preaching.
I want to see the video. I want to watch this fucking happen. I want to watch it happen. I want to see it. I want to see this.
How many of you have
shit
lost
eater.
your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through? Yo. All right.
Killing the audio. They don't get really a good video.
Oh, look at that beautiful wife of his. Isn't she lovely? Yeah. She's so gorgeous. Yeah, it's a good thing he keeps her draped.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he keeps her fucking draped in $500,000 in jewelry. It's a good thing all of your fucking, church donations go to keeping this guy blessed. He's blessed. He blessed, brother. He blessed. He blessed. New York, Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
He's going around flashing all that jewelry like that.
Well,
run your shit, nigga. Run your shit. Run your shit. Let me see that. Yeah, look at this fucking gaudy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't believe people proclaim the name of God and give to themselves titles like apostle.
No.
And fucking bishop.
No.
This is a fucking joke. It's like, oh my god, what an insult to the faith. This is fucking jaboonery. This is coonery. This is fucking... This is a goddamn minstrel show. It's ridiculous. These people just fucking grift.
Yeah.
It's tasteless. Oh, they're so hideous, too. Like, I can't stand to look at them.
Well, that was the kind of first quote-unquote funny video of the night. So now
no one in this city should be the victim of armed robbery, let alone every day.
have you considered increasing punishment of the criminals?
No,
as well as
Seawall, we
letting the police
can't
off the
arrest
chain?
our way out of this. We can't arrest our way out.
Well, if
No, dude,
all
you
the
don't
thieves
understand,
are locked
John.
down, they
You know
can't
what's
steal from the
hilarious?
general public anymore.
Literally, dude, one of our sheriff candidates said that the other day during a roundtable. We can't arrest our way out of this.
Yes, you can. It's called
you
arresting
literally
people
can't.
and not letting them out.
Dude, they tried that in the 80s. It did not work whatsoever. They lost.
Yeah.
They've lost the drug war. They've lost the, war on all kinds of other crime.
Well,
I
I'm not saying we arrest on drugs. I'm saying if somebody steals something and you capture them, you don't
arrest
let them
on-
out next fucking day.
Just
Well,
arrest
okay,
them on
that's one
skin
thing.
color and don't let them out, and you'll be fine. Just
Yeah.
remove them all.
Just, oh my God.
You're talking to
just like
someone
let
who,
them all
look,
back,
I am not an
just
advocate
put them on a
of doing
fucking
drugs,
boat.
but I'm in the camp of, look, if someone wants to be a fucking idiot
That's not what I'm
and
talking
coke
about.
themselves
I'm not
out,
talking about-
let them do it.
I'm not
If
talking
we're
about
not
drugs
talking about
itself.
leaky boats, I don't want to hear it. If we're not talking about slow moving leaky boats, I don't want to hear it. All right,
Oh
can
my
we
God.
move on?
Moving on
Please.
to the first funny video from CNN.
Clear, Mr. Kenny's not a scientist. I am. He's the CEO of the Weather Channel now. I was the founder of the Weather Channel, not the co-founder.
And I'm glad you did, because I am addicted to the Weather Channel. I watch a lot
I'm
of cable
talking
news.
now. Hold on just a minute. I'm not done. And CNN has taken a
I am the
very
alpha male
strong
here.
position on global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no reason to expect any in the future. There's a whole lot of baloney, and yes, it has become a big political point of the Democratic Party and part of their platform, and I regret it's become political instead of scientific, but the science is on my side.
I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion about the topic right here. What I do
He's
want
trying to
to know
recover.
is, do you
Because
see
you wouldn't allow it
Yeah,
to
I
happen
just-
on CNN. But I'm happy
Well,
that I got on the
we've
air
been
and got a
talking here for
chance to
several
talk
minutes.
to your viewers.
Brian,
Hello, everybody.
you are
What I
so
do
full of
know
so
is
much
global
soy.
warming.
What I
This
do wonder
man
is when you see
has
the government,
completely
when you see NASA, when you see
DTF'd
other
you.
institutions say that
He
97%
knows
of
the
climate
interview is
scientists
over now.
agree.
Yeah.
Do you think they're making it up? What I don't understand is how you
Well, that's a
square that.
manipulated figure, and let me explain it to you. The government puts out about $2.5 billion directly for climate research every year. It only gives that money to scientists who will produce scientific results that support the global warming hypothesis of the Democrat Party position. So they don't have any choice. If you're going to get the money, you got to support their position. Therefore, 97% of the scientific reports published support global warming. Why? Because those are the ones the government pays for, and that's where the money is. It's real simple, but that doesn't mean it's right. That
I like
doesn't
this
make
guy.
it true.
I like this
That
guy a
only
lot.
makes it bought and paid for. The money goes in circles.
I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to try to refute you
Boy,
on the
that's the
facts.
truth.
I'll
And
simply
so
say that the
please
vast
stand
majority...
back from this issue.
Exactly. Look,
Yeah.
what was it? The whole lead in gasoline thing. The big petroleum companies, of course, the scientists they paid said there was no problems.
Isn't that show called Reliable Sources?
Something like that.
Fucking
Is
no.
that
Yeah,
guy
reliable
not a
sources
fucking
right there in the
reliable
back.
source?
Yeah.
Is that guy not a reliable?
Yes,
fucking
he's a
source?
scientist that's been involved in effectively weather prediction and has seen basically the same numbers for what, probably 40 years, 50 years maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. He's been
Yeah.
around long enough for
Yeah.
sure. I like Beast Old Guy.
Yeah, based old guy who has more testosterone than this fuck.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Seltzer. Yeah.
So, moving on
Fucking
to the
badass,
next
dude.
video. This is something I call a concealed carry Texas heat edition.
Have you ever walked down the sidewalk in Texas in triple-digit heat and say, man, I'm hungry? Well, take out 2 slices of bread, and you know in Texas we conceal carry our own mini skillet. Place it on the sidewalk for 20 seconds. Now take out your emergency grilled cheese kit with American cheese and 2 tablespoons of butter. Place a tablespoon of butter in the skillet. Place your bread in the pan. Place your cheese and bread on top. Cook for 15 seconds. Remove it from the pan. Place another tablespoon of butter in the pan.
Where did the spatula come from?
Place it back in and give it a spin to soak up that butter. Cook for 15 seconds. Get a knife and cut it down the middle. Subscribe to my channel for more Texas sidewalk recipes.
You gotta conceal carry that grilled cheese kit, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody even know you got that on you.
Exactly.
Everybody and their mama would want one. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, another one from Texas. So, gentlemen, you're totally on the green power agenda, right? And this video gives you tons of confidence in that system, right?
I mean, it's kind of cool.
Looks cool, yeah.
Yeah. This was due to a lightning strike, by the way.
Yeah, makes
It
sense.
looks pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of entrancing. Like, you just want to
Yeah.
watch it forever.
Yep.
Wow, it's falling apart.
Yeah, that
Well, yeah,
windmill
yeah.
is destroyed.
Yeah.
It'll have to be rebuilt effectively.
Wow,
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
that is cool.
That's super cool.
What a disaster.
Yep. Yes. It's like they
That's
make the blades
definitely
out of
worse
something
than
flammable.
That's definitely worse than the sort of fucking damage I come home to at the end of a weekend at my property.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Like,
true.
that is definitely some shit that, like, when you see it, you drive by it and you're like, oh, fuck. Like,
Well, I'm not
Thanks,
working here
dude.
anymore.
yeah, Jesus.
Fuck this.
So moving on to the next one.
Oh, dude. That sucks so much.
Yeah.
Especially because where are you going to fucking get a replacement for that?
Oh, that's
glass?
custom.
Like,
That's custom work.
Yeah.
Right. You ain't gonna just fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch, dude. Oh,
It's a
man.
little too much, man. A little too much. Yeah.
You heard it go ding at the last
Yeah.
bit, too. It was like, that was just one too many, bro.
Yeah.
One
Damn.
too many bangs, and it said ding.
It was done. He stuck a fork in it, and it's now done.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this one.
Oh, yeah. Let's get the old blood boiling, shall we?
Today is speeding, 82 in a 65, and you don't have your seatbelt on. Okay? You have
I don't have my seatbelt on.
Well, maybe you didn't have it on, but you don't have it on. You didn't have it on when you were riding beside me.
No, I just don't wear it over my shoulder.
Okay, well then you're wearing it improperly. If I can have your driver's license,
Don't
please.
talk to cops.
Okay. Go ahead and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of this car. You've already made me feel a little uneasy.
Okay.
Oh, you made me feel a little
You're not
uneasy.
following my orders.
I don't
Okay.
know what
All right,
you're
watch
talking
his
about.
body
Corporal
language.
Gray with the Georgia State
I
Patrol.
completely understand all of that. I'm
Right
Andre
here.
Williams, and you already making me feel a little
He
uneasy.
flares his nostrils. He fucking
Yeah.
inhales deeply.
I'm not supposed
He's
to
getting
be
we're
frustrated.
doing this.
because she
Yeah,
just
he's
got
like, we're
assaulted by
doing
an
this.
officer. So if you think
He's
you
not
can
even
assault
paying
me
attention to
or
what
her,
he's saying. He's
you're
on the
making
radio.
Officer
Yeah, he's just waiting for
I was
backup
not
to get
speeding,
there.
And I wasn't doing nothing. Nah, man. Nah.
This is what's about to happen, man. Okay?
You said you told somebody to pull in front of me so I can't pull off?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not about to play with you today, bro. I'm really not. I'm not about to play with you today.
What is a man supposed to think when you tell him something like that?
Bro, you
Yeah.
just told somebody to pull you not me today. You put your hand on your gun for.
What? Yeah. What is a man supposed to think when you tell him I'm not about to play with you right now?
Shit face.
And that's a felony.
Of course.
Felony
But also
fleeing.
base.
Yeah, a fucking minor traffic stop gets turned into a felony because, you know, my time preference.
Bro,
I'm a king.
Bro.
Yeah, you definitely don't talk to police for one. You don't fucking talk to them.
don't argue with cops. They always win.
And just like have your fucking DL on you if you're driving. I mean, that was immediately the moment at which it became,
Yeah.
this is a traffic stop. This is a problem.
Yeah.
You're stepping out of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it
That's a
started out as a
lawful
traffic
order.
stop. If he said, okay, officer, and then handed his license and registration.
Which I'm sure are totally legit, right? And on the level, right? Because he's a good boy and he's getting his life together.
Yeah.
And he was on his way to church when this video was filmed.
Yeah, so
he was
Yeah, I
on
don't
his
think it's
way
funny in that
to
video.
a Mensa meeting.
I highly doubt that. But I know somebody who totally goes to Mensa meetings.
Oh, yeah.
I've used every tool available to address price increases. And it's beginning to work. Take gasoline and gas prices. Last week I announced the largest ever release from the United States Strategic Petroleum Reserve to increase the supply of oil and help bring down prices. I brought together other countries, India, Japan, the Republic of Korea, the United Kingdom, all agreed to join me in releasing additional oil from their reserves. China may very do more as well. This worldwide effort we're leading won't solve the problem of high gas prices overnight. But over the last month, likely due in part to the anticipation of this action, we've seen oil and gas prices on the wholesale market come down significantly. In fact, since the end of October, the average weekly price of gasoline on the wholesale market has fallen around 10%. That's a drop of about 25 cents per gallon. These savings are beginning to reach Americans, and it can't happen fast enough. And I've asked the Federal Trade Commission to consider whether potentially illegal and anti-competitive behavior in the oil and gas industry is causing higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go ahead, John.
I was just going to say, I don't know, do we know if that's real or not? Like,
he must think we have fucking dementia.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he knows what he's saying.
Well,
he's a fucking
obviously
puppet.
reading a speech.
Yeah.
It's just like, what I'm asking though, do we know if this is real? Like these dates are real, and that, like, it's actually the same exact script.
Right, 3 months apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I believe
I want
it.
to know
Yeah.
if that's true. or
But
not,
where
that's
did
all.
he deliver these two speeches? Yeah, it would be good to have sauce. Sauce is needed, but
Source? You have a source for that?
you have a source.
With source for those videos, you just believe memes blindly, do you? Huh.
I mean, they're more trustworthy than the MSM and the government.
I mean, that's true.
Well, this certainly seems feasible, doesn't it? And that itself is worrisome.
So.
Just the fact that he gave two mirror-like speeches should be a bit alarming.
Yeah.
Like, if they're separated by some degree of months, then that's not more or less alarming. It's just, like, relevant. They must think that, like, whoever is watching these or attending these events or watching the, telecast has also dementia, just like our president.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a huge problem, of course.
This is
right, regardless of the correctness of the dates. Like, if it was 3 days later,
that's understandable. But 3 months?
Who's he talking about? Like, who's he talking to if he's delivering the very same speech?
Right. So, like, that's what I'm concerned about. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of things can be done. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to, like, defend Biden or anything, but, like, I just want to be able before I, like, take the doomer pill.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah. I'm like, well, we're all fucked.
Yeah,
We are,
right.
But, like, to what degree,
Yeah. And moving on to the next one.
To what degree? To what depth?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, gotta love it.
We do have seen now 2 cases that have occurred in children. Both of those children are traced back to individuals who come from the men who have sex with men community, the gay men community. And so when we have seen those cases in children, they have generally been what I call adjacent to the community most at risk.
Wow. I see. That's weird. So these kids, they were adjacent to these men who have sex with men communities, right?
Yeah.
Boy, is it just men that these men have sex with? Or is it maybe like Boys 2. I think it probably is Boys 2, and that might be why they're being referred to as adjacent
Yeah.
to that community.
Moving right along before the account gets deleted.
Oh, dude, it probably already is.
Does this guy check that he's still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's pretty fucking intense. Like,
Yeah.
That was pretty insane. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
You can't even see them coming until they're right up on you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
by that
right
point,
spot.
yeah, you're going 150 kilometers an hour,
Yeah.
and
You're
you're
definitely
basically paced.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking intense, dude. I bet that guy just about shit his pants about
Oh,
3 seconds later.
Those other two guys probably shit their pants too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they probably all collectively shat their own pants. Like, holy shit.
Lucky to be alive, man.
So, Midge, is this what happens when you take your cat to on a walk?
This was happening just a few minutes before our pre-show call.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we were doing. The cat was like basically commanding the pace of the walk. I think what we saw a possum tonight through the fence in the woods. We saw a big ugly possum, and we catch lizards sometimes. If they're very small, he lets them go, but if they're big, he brings them home.
Right.
Yep. So.
Gotta let them grow up a little bit so you can eat them.
Right. There's not much to them. They're all bones.
Yep. Moving along to the next one.
Fun. Nice. All right.
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Again, the tactics are changing.
Yeah, we need
They
more
are
of
a
that.
bit. Yeah, but I mean, we've been needed that, and all it takes is that, though. It's so simple and stupid. It's like,
also
okay.
Just takes one of them to
Thanks
start the
for your
process.
concern.
So,
Yeah, and we've been waiting for some high profile, and every time it does happen to a high profile person, they gain more success, greater success. So it's not like it doesn't fucking happen. Every time it does happen, people are supported. We're looking at Gina Carano. She ended up acting in that Daily Wire movie and making like a mint. Fucking Ethan Van Sciver ended up making $1 million. Fucking, and by extension, Ripa made a fucking $2 million off of saying no and not apologizing and saying, go ahead and be offended, fuck you, I'm gonna do me. That's what people have been waiting for, and that's where the money is gonna be when you go there.
Right.
So,
for sure.
I mean, I am kind of skeptical about this guy, but he's been through it. He's
Yeah.
like a new politician himself, but they put him through it. They smeared him.
And yet he's still not arrested, by the way.
Right. Of course. So
Yeah.
he sees the game and he has no reason to apologize to them.
Yeah.
So good on him for being one of them. But like every time it does happen, it's not like it's rare. It results in fucking major reward.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's all people want. That's why Trump was elected too, is because he refused to apologize.
Yeah.
Speaking of, suddenly on Twitter, Matt Gaetz' pro-abortion is trending. That's the
What?
only reason I bring it up is because we're talking about him.
What?
He's
I don't
being
know.
maligned. He's being maligned.
Yeah.
Well, why is he
He's got some
pro-abortion?
kind of-
Yeah, why is that surprising, right? Why is that such a shock to me that they're maligning his character?
Well, did he vote in favor of a pro-abortion position? Did he say he's pro-abortion?
I'm trying to look through stuff.
Allowed for exceptions for like the health of the mother, and
Which
fucking
almost every Republican to my
more
knowledge
rape
has supported.
Okay, so it's apparently some Olivia Juliana. I'm not sure familiar who with that person. But she's like got some thank you card that's like, although your intentions were hateful, your public shaming of my appearance has done nothing but benefit me. I have gained a substantial amount of support across platforms, and now because of your hatred in all caps, I've also I've also helped facilitate $50,000 in donations to abortion funds. Your hateful comments toward me will quite literally help me pay for abortion services. Lol, get wrecked. Sincerely, Olivia Juliana. So that's what it was, I guess.
So it's basically really, really stupid.
That
And
somebody
yeah.
else that he said, that he just wasn't playing ball with, or was being mildly rude or mean to, is using that incident to get money from leftists to pay for abortions they would have already paid for.
Yeah, it's that exact incident they're talking about. So that's pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's insanely dumb. It's convoluted, retarded projection.
Right.
Almost like par for the fucking course.
Yeah. All right, we got any more?
Yep. So, moving on to women's gaming.
Welcome back to Poland, where we are live from the IEM Expo at the Intel Extreme Masters, and it's time for the grand final of the Intel Challenge Katowice 2017. We've had a great tournament here.
That is hilarious. I like that one a lot.
And I got a follow-up to this one, too.
I was not expecting that, though, when you first showed it to me.
You fellas.
Yeah.
Did I just hear a girl?
Or is that a little chat?
Did I hear a girl?
Dude. Why?
It's a 4-1 vote to king.
What the fuck? Why
You're
does this
toxic.
always happen?
Why does this always
Because
happen?
you're a thought! Thoughts, get out! Read!
She start demanding everyone speak the way she wants them to, and they're just trying to hang out, play games with the boys, you know?
Exactly.
That's funny.
So. And here's another one.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
I'm about to swimmity swim.
That's horrible. Oh, little lobster.
Well,
think
he's
that
going to
was
get
a
cooked either
crawdad.
way. He went out on his own terms, man.
That was a crawdad.
Yep.
Oh, it was a crawdad, whatever.
Well,
I
that
don't know.
crawdad went out on his
Secret.
own terms.
Crayfish. Mud bug.
And, John, this is who I'm going to send against you at some point for not being governable.
Nah, that's kid my friend. Gonna put a job.
Yep.
Nice. Kids prepared.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here with that camera shit. Obviously, you know, he still got caught on camera.
Yep.
Shooting the camera.
Right, but I mean,
Yeah.
after that, you're not really sure where he's going.
Yeah.
Or if he's left the area because you really can't see.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
So
I mean, his further movements are obscured, and that's
exactly.
the advantage.
He's also small and on a bike. Good luck catching him. He's gonna go down the back alleys. You ain't gonna find him once he's done.
I suppose.
Buildings will collapse on top of you as you chase after him due to faulty construction.
That's probably fair too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just about that time.
That's all right.
boys.
The elevator door will probably fail to open. He'll stop halfway between the floors, try and climb out and be crushed.
Yeah.
As
That'll
it
probably
falls
happen.
to the bottom because it's China.
So,
And like the people will walk past the crashed elevator with his corpse hanging half out, disemboweled, and they'll just like ignore it as they walk by because it's China.
Yeah, they got places to be, dude.
Yeah.
They got jobs assigned to them and
Sure.
quotas to fill.
Hell yeah. All right.
That ain't their business.
Right. But yeah, I think that was a show, boys.
Yep.
All right.
So Johnny,
Well,
play us
Is that
out.
what that was? Is that what that nightmare experience was?
Something like that. That's what we're gonna call it, either way.
All right, I guess we can do that.
All right. We'll just change the definition.
That's right.
If you guys out there like what you saw, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button, check our description. It's got all our links to our stuff, and we will see you on Monday. Yeah. See you, boys.
See you later, everyone.